having a bad reception. For real. It's telling me weird things. So the first people came in on Thursday. That was Nora and Jordan. I really thought I was going to come in here and do a live while everybody was here. It's so funny. No, that didn't happen. I still have 3 people here. 2 go back today. They get on a plane and go back today. And then another one will be here for a few days. He's actually going to help me with a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, so when Jordan and Nora came in, it was like, I don't know, it was so cool to just like be in the energy of people who like think and do like I think and do. And Nora and Jordan are some of my most favorite people in the whole world too. Really love them. So we went out and like we had something to eat, and then we went to the grocery store, and it was just like sitting down and having dinner and having the conversation that we had at dinner was just so enlivening for me. I don't have those kind of connections face to face in my life. And so to have them was just amazing, so amazing. And then later that evening, we picked up the next ones, which was Danny and Shannon. My dog's hollering to get back in the house. And then the next day, we just kind of laid around the pool all day. It was so nice. You can tell I'm like kind of pinked. I got some color this weekend. And then that night, we had a surprise guest, Rebecca, come in, which was so fun. And then we all went up to Lake Tahoe the next day, and we had a fun photo shoot up there. We were like on a dock, and we were like, oh my gosh, so many pictures from that. Maybe I'll make a little video of them. I'll definitely be making a TikTok of it. It was fun. It was so good. And it was interesting too, so this is what I noticed. So at first, I'm all like, so happy everybody's here. And then I realized that I've actually hermited so much this past year in the sense that's like, I mean, I'm interacting with people online all day, every day. Like, I haven't interacted with anybody since the last intensive. And so people are actually kind of getting upset with me right now on Facebook. I need to sit down and do all of that. I'm guessing I'll do some of that this morning. It's time to get back to business. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Oh, I'm social all the time, but it's online. It's not like really face to face. And so they're here for a little while, and then I'm kind of like, okay, well, like I can hear my mind thinking, okay, well, they should leave so that we could like have our alone time. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like they're hanging out for days, Arlene. I'm like, okay. And so I noticed that I had been hermiting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've hermited so much that I have to learn to be face to face with people for more than a few hours. It's interesting, right? And so now I'm totally out of the hermit, and now I'm like, people are going to start leaving. So, but it's been amazing having so many different energies. Like when I woke up, I think it was Saturday morning, I was just like, oh. It's like sampling so many different people's energies and vibes and stuff. And it was like, so I was having this whole different experience inside of my body that I'm used to having, you know, because all these different connections can bring different things to us. And so I was really noticing that. And that was nice. I was like, oh, this is really nice. I mean, I've never, until this last year, I've never been this alone in my life. When I wasn't dating a man, I was raising children. So it's been really interesting, and it also has helped me realize that there's so much of who we are, which I know this intellectually, but now I'm understanding it experientially, is there's so much of who we are and how we feel and how we operated tied up into the people we're around the majority of the time. Big time. That's another reason to be selective. Like, you don't have to dislike the world, but you get to be selective about the people you spend the majority of the time around. because they're influencing you, influencing me. Like, and we tend to think that there's something wrong with us when we're doing things in the company of other people that we wouldn't do not in their company. And you can't blame them either. It's not about that. It's about an awareness, you know, having an awareness that we get so influenced by the people around us in ways that we may not even realize. And I just, you know, I like being around people. I'm a very social person, but having this year almost completely alone. I mean, I have housemates, but I don't see them a whole lot. They work all the time. Um, I'm seeing that who Arlene is may not be who Arlene always thought she was. And I've been getting a lot of stuff in human design, in the horoscopes, like the pattern app, like all these things that keep talking about how I'm here to lead a solo life. And that bothers me. I'm like, no. And then after this weekend with the Cuddle Puddle, I'm like, I can totally see it. I don't want to live a solo life, but I can see that all my purpose and all my things that I'm here to do flow from me more naturally when I'm not influenced by people around me. And I believe that I can be influenced by somebody around me to encourage my gifts, to make me do them more, to like build that up more, you know? But it's like, who is that person? Where are they? Like, how do I find them? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I think it's a matter of just waiting too, you know? Like one of them that came, Nora. I feel like I really could spend like immense amounts of times with Nora and just be more and more who I want to be and feel better and better about who I am and benefit her in the process. So I'm like bummed she lives so far away. And she has children, so I can't make her move out here. For me, I'm just finding that it's really not about adapting who I am so that I can belong and have people in my life. It's more about becoming fully who I am so that the people who resonate and benefit and feel good around me come to me. And then them being in my presence will do the same for me, you know? So it's not about changing who I am as a person so that I can have more people in my space. It's just about fully becoming myself and honoring that and loving that so that I am pulling those people to me. But it can be a long process. It can be a process that doesn't feel that you can lose faith in. And, oh my God, Nora, I love that you're on here. I was just talking about you. Did you miss it? Oh my God, that's so crazy that you're here with me. I was literally just talking about you. I was talking about experiencing all the energies and stuff this weekend and realizing how much I've hermited and how there's some energies I just couldn't be around all the time. But you're one that I think I could. Like, literally think that I could. And I'm bummed you have kids. Like, come back. I saw you on that Zoom call in there, and I'm like, Nora, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Oh, Johnny's in here too. I'm all in here singing to Nora. Oh, I love you so much, Nora. I miss you so fucking much. I wanted more one-on-one time with you so bad. Like, I woke up yesterday morning. This is going to make me cry a little, and I don't want to. I woke up looking for you yesterday morning. No, and I'm like trying to figure out ways to like come visit you and be able to bring my dog. Yeah, there's something very, very sweet and special about our connection, Nora. Yeah. So Anyway, um, like I was saying, everybody's getting ready to leave. Well, two more are leaving today. So then it's just going to be me and Johnny, and we're going to figure out a bunch of stuff about the human design. And I'm really looking forward to it. You're all crying with me, too. I'm like, why did that make me cry? Oh, maybe because it's how I really feel, and I'm pretending like I don't, huh? Um, I woke up in the middle of the night, like, just really, like, mind racing, and oh, it was crazy. For most of it, I just kind of watched it because I'm pretty good at that. I can just kind of watch it, see what it's doing. So for the most part, that's all I did. I just kind of watched it, and I was like, "This is curious. Like, this is interesting. Like, why are we going through this? Like, why are we thinking this? Why are we?" It's almost like I can feel like the transformation happening. So it's like I'm switching out of this all the ways I operated before to survive and to get the things in life that I thought would work for me and make me feel better into this person who's just being who she is and having faith and trust that everything's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to be. And so it's like in the middle of like this metamorphosis, it's like my mind and a lot of things about my past experiences want to like come in and control and manipulate and understand and make sense of stuff. And then there's this other like higher part of me that's like, I literally just, I trust. It's no clue what it's going to look like, but I just keep trusting. But I want to control it. I want to make sure it works out the way it's supposed to work out for me. Well, it's like, isn't that the way it's supposed to be when you just lean in and trust that it does just work out the way it's supposed to be? Like, so it's different though. It's different. Are you trying to sneak in on my live over here? I'm getting all emotional and shit all of a sudden. Her chair pointed at me. Weirdo. Y'all want to see her. Wave. Yeah, so, but in the middle of the metamorphosis, it's just really weird to me. She's going to try to totally distract me over there. I'm going to kick her ass. um, and my mind just really doesn't want to believe that's actually what's happening. Shannon. Shannon being sneaky. And that's what the mind does. You know, it wants to control, it wants to understand, it wants to make sense out of things. And there is a big part of me that just wants to attach to the things in the past that I knew felt really good. And I have faith that as I decondition these centers in my body and get rid of the things that I've been taught as a child or by society, that I'm just going to step more and more fully into my own life, which is going to be extremely rewarding. I don't need to control it. It's going to surprise and delight me in ways I can't even imagine, that I can't even make up. But if I try to control it or manipulate it or make it a certain way, then it is going to turn out the ways that I imagine, you know? So, and I feel like I'm in the metamorphosis a lot. A lot. It just, ooh, my mind just said, can we just find something to attach to? Something that we can count on. We can count on change, Arlene. That's what we can count on. So, anyway, I'm super, super excited just to see how it keeps going. I'm really liking doing these lives on here. I missed not going live for 4 days. Yeah, do you, Nora? I know, big time, huh? Girl, you don't know how bad I want to come move into your basement just to be near you. There's like a couple of people in my life that I really want to condition me right now. I would love for Jennifer to condition me. I would love for Nora to condition me. Johnny's here this week to kind of help recondition me. See if he's up for the task. No. And I have a defined heart in the transits right now, so that should help me decondition some of that stuff too, which I found out my mom's the one that had the defined heart when I was a kid. I thought it was my dad. My dad's design is almost identical to mine. I still don't know how I feel about that because there's one person on this planet that I really don't want to have any resonance with or any familiarity with or anything with is him. But I know that needing to know this information about my parents, there's something else coming from it. But a part of me wanted to just be like, oh yeah, it was all my dad. It's totally my dad. Now I knew it all, I'm good, I can move on. But it was the exact opposite, and my dad's and I are very similar, and I'm like, ooh, I don't want to understand him. I don't want to resonate with him. I don't want to like be like him. So there's also an element that I just thought about, knowing that the defined heart was from my mom and I'm so similar to my dad. It's almost like a letting it all go. Just let it go. Because I've not worked through the stuff with my dad, but I've totally worked through the stuff with my mom. And so it's like to go back and be upset with her is like not working for me. But if I would have found out that my dad had the defined heart, I feel like I would have felt validated in hating him. So I guess that's a Benny, right? What did you just say, Nora? You get to show the world there's a better way than how your dad did it. Yeah. I wanted to understand why he did what he did too, and to see that his design is so similar to mine, and he did things so differently, really fucking bothers me. Freaking bothers me. I mean, I understand that we're all conditioned and exposed to different stuff, so it makes us do different things as adults, but it's like, I don't feel like I would have ever been capable of doing the things that he did. Ever. But I guess my design isn't my morals, right? It's not my morals. So it's always fascinating to me how long I can end up talking when I feel like I have nothing to talk about. It's like I've been under almost 19 minutes. Well, I'm thinking tomorrow will be my first day doing a live in the human design group. Start talking about that stuff. Start getting that going. I found out the transits has like a lot of sacrals lit up, and I'm like, holy crap, does that, he did show me what I don't want in life. Absolutely, Nora. And so my power channel is in the transits, my sacral's in the transit, so I'm like, am I double power right now? Like double energy right now? Like sometimes I can't deal with my own energy. Shannon this morning's like, Arlene's gonna be sleeping like 2 hours a night, right? Already can't stop. All right, well, I think that is it for today. And when I make a little TikTok, I think I'm going to upload it on here too so that you guys can see the Cuddle Puddle. Do you want to come in and poke your head in here? I think you got to lean way back to get in. There you go. Ah, hi, Shannon. Hi. Say hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Not the same as the Danny, is it?
It's not the same. I'm like, where is she?
Where's the Danny? Danny, we have this, Shannon's always like, it's Danny, Shannon's wife. And so as we've been getting to know Shannon online, Danny would be in the background and Shannon would be like, say hi, Danny. And then he'd go, hi, Danny. So now we've all been doing that. Say bye, Danny. Bye, Danny. We love it. So they're actually going to start their own YouTube channel. Nora says hi.
Hi, Nora.
And they're going to start their own YouTube channel called Hi, Danny, starring Shannon.
Because it's true.
I'll feature them here once they get started. So I'll feature their channel so you guys can find them through me.
Aw, shucks.
You'll be my first featured channel.
I feel so important. I mean, I'm already important, but I was like, Danny, come out. And I don't think she thought.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think she probably, actually, she might have seen this and been like, I'm not going out there.
Oh, she's all watching us. She's like, no, Arlene's gonna try to put me on camera. You do it in the background. All right, well, I'm gonna end it right there, and I will see you guys again in the morning for some more coffee and things with Arlene.
All the things.
All the things.
Bye.
Have a good day, guys.